Hi, this is Michael. Welcome to Basic Options 3, learning about the bid and ask. Now, we've talked about bid and ask in almost every video so far, but it's so important that it's really worth mentioning. This is a short video, but I am going to show you a little piece of the options chain so that you can visually see what bid ask is and really cement in this concept. It's super important. So, this is what some platforms look like. It shows the strike prices. This is the call side. On the other side usually are the puts. And it shows the bid ask. So this is just to show you the concept. So I got a little snapshot here. So the bid, as we've said before, the bid is what we're willing to pay. If we're buying an option, we're buying, let's just say, a call. The bid, B for buy, the bid is what we are willing to pay. The ask is what the seller is asking us to pay. And we never want to pay what the ask is unless the bid ask spread is super tight and it's about the same, or you really want to get into that trade before it runs away from you. But conceptually, you want to be as close to the bid as possible. So you can look and see, look at the 1535 call. The bid is 160 and the ask is 160. So you put an order in at $1.60, you're going to get filled at $1.60. That's called a very tight spread, super tight. But if you notice, as you go further down the chain, look at the 1510 calls. The bid-ask spread is $1.50 apart. You can go even further. Look at the 1485s, $3.20. So if you go in and just pay the ask, look at all the money you're throwing away. You're going to be paying $19.20 when you really want to be paying $16. So this will make more sense in the next slide or two. So in the retail world, there's not a lot of negotiation. You go to the supermarket, you want to buy grapes, you can't negotiate. You know, if a package of grapes is $5.99, you go up to the register, you pay $5.99. But in options trading, it's a negotiation. You never buy an option at the ask. You can offer closer to the bid, and that's called working the price. You really want to get from this video that every time you buy options, never accept the price that populates into the window, because some platforms will just populate the ask, and because you'll immediately get filled. So that's great. You got filled. You're in the deal. You've got a contract, but you could be upside down. So a lot of people will wonder, well, why am I already showing a loss on this trade when the stock price hasn't moved a penny? Well, I'm going to show you why. So here, let's look again at our options chain. And what happens is your broker, they calculate the mid price, and all your profit and loss uh, for that moment in time is calculated based on the mid. So let's take 515 call as an example. So let's say you bought the 515 call. Now, I would suggest, if you look at the bid ask, it's 520, 570. There's a 50-cent difference. So you could go right down the middle and you could offer 545. Split the difference. That's the mid. Well, you might not get filled there. You might get filled at 525. You might get filled at 520. These prices are fluid. They move all the time. You don't want to just put an order in at 570. And the reason why many times when you buy an option and the stock price hasn't moved, it's still sitting right there at, say, so let's say the stock is trading currently at, say, 14.95, and you buy this 1550 call, let's just say, that's an out of the money call, and 10 minutes later you look, price is still trading at 14.45, but you're down. Your profit and loss statement shows a negative. That's because your broker calculates the midpoint, and the midpoint here is 545. So if you paid 570 in this example here, If you paid $5.70, you're already down 25 cents or $25. You've already lost $25 because the calculation is done at the minute. So bottom line here is you always want to try to get the contract on this side, closer to this number, not this number. This is the bid of what you want to pay for it. This is what they want to sell it to you at. But look down here. Look at this. 16, 19, 20. You don't want to pay $19, $18. You want to put your order in around $16.50, maybe $17 if you really want to get filled. And you wait until you get filled. And if you don't, you don't. You don't want to pay more than you want to pay. You always want to work your orders. And working your order means trying to get that price as close to the bid as possible. When you're selling, you want to get as close to the ask. Don't let your broker decide for you how much you want to pay. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself upside down on the trade. Okay, that's it on bid ask for now. See you for next time.